Hello, Seth Siyon back again with another conscious conversations. Told y'all I'm be coming back to back on these times, and I'm not doing an introduction. I'm jumping right on to it. Get it in, get it out, get y'all the message, and roll out, roll out. Yeah. So I'm gonna start it off, man. So I'm speaking from personal experience, by the way, too. So like, especially today, for instance, and maybe yesterday too, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like this sun has been generating a whole lot of different energy than normal, and it's due to the evolution of Earth, the evolution of mankind, and all that. So, and I spoke about this before about the moon, how the moon is a reflection of the world. It brings out things about your inner self and about yourself, and the sun is emitting that same type of energy right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, so like it's basically we basically don't have a break no more as far as normally it's with the moon, but now it's with the sun as well, and the sun is even more powerful than what the moon emulates. You know what I'm saying? So like the past couple of days is like, and this not only with me but with other people that I know as well. It's like it's been bringing out a lot of truth, um, and it could be within yourself. It could be amongst around the people you're around. It can go various ways, but one thing that I noticed is like it really gives you that truth of yourself, and sometimes it causes the emotions and feelings of like irritation and frustration along with the heat. So I can't dismiss that as well, but along with the heat. But and this is something that I taught myself today, actually. You know what I'm saying? So like during this time, like we have to understand that this is a period of testing, and it's a period of testing for our beliefs and faith. You know what I'm saying? Like having that preservation by protecting our minds, and protecting our minds from indulging. Like when I say protecting our minds, is like because again, our thoughts are not from us. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from a source, and it's up to us to figure out that source. You call them demons, you can call it whatever. You know what I mean? So, and this is a time where like people don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to be to themselves. It's a time where because it's so heavy. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. It's heavy. It's very heavy, and you just very like frustrated, very irritated. Like you probably hearing yourself talk. You probably hearing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't know what to do with it. But what I can say is embrace that shit. Embrace it. And when I say embrace it to the point where you can identify what it is that's causing you to feel a certain way or think a certain, or not think, but cause you to feel a certain way, and understanding what is speaking to you. I give you an example. You have spirits of self-pity. You have spirits of anger, frustration, irritation, what I spoke about. You have spirits of jealousy, envy, like anything that is like negative, anything that causes you to have a negative feeling that's coming from the demons. You know what I'm saying? And it causes people to like do things just to get away from it, and it's not things necessarily they supposed to be doing, and that's the whole point of it. Because they want you to go out and just be like, go to such and such house, or go do this, things that you probably normally wouldn't do, or people you probably normally wouldn't associate with. You'll do it just because you don't want to sit with that. You know what I'm saying? But I say this, like, this is one thing that I've learned that helps me when this happens, because it happens to me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not excluded from none of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is something I'm speaking from a personal point of view, being vulnerable with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So what I've learned is start writing that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't run from it, because that's the worst thing you could do is run from it. That's the worst thing you do is run from it. So what I would do is like write it down. Like write down exactly what you're hearing, what you're feeling. Um and like one thing I did learn is like document like every 15 minutes until it is no certain time limit. You can do it as long as you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can do it for how many days or whatever you want to. But that's a good like method to do, to like try to understand and identify these spirits and these demons. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have demons, because we're human. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect. We're gonna all we all fall short. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, nobody excluded from this. You know what I'm saying? Not even, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is something that I practiced years ago that helped me. So I'm like a cheat code. I did it the hard way, one on one with the creator. So I didn't have nobody to coach me, help me get through these things that I didn't understand. So that's why I'm doing these conscious conversations to help people understand, and to give them a guide to try to help them get through when they're going through certain things in life. And just understand that, if you document your thoughts and like really like take like embrace it, don't run from it. Don't try to do other shit to get away from it, because it's all it's gonna do is make it worse. It's gonna build up, build up, build up, and then it's gonna get to the point where you feel like you can't take it no more. You're overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it get there. Embrace it while it's there. Figure it out. Understand it. Identify it. And the way you get rid of that is once you document it and look at it for yourself, you will learn how to understand how to get rid of it. It's no like particular answer how to do that. That's gonna be something that's gonna come within yourself that you're gonna have to figure out. And I say this right here. There's nothing wrong with like talking to people. There's nothing wrong with having a therapist. Nothing wrong with having like whatever. You know what I mean? But the best natural way to vent and deal with yourself is with yourself. Don't let it fly off your head. With yourself. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Whatever you feeling, talk to yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have to look in the mirror. You just sit to yourself and talk to yourself. But society has, depicted that, when people talk to themselves, something wrong with you. No, it's not. And that's ain't. No, I'm gonna go there. But that's the whole point of why they try to do that, because they don't want us to have our own freedom. You know what I'm saying? They wanted us to be conformed to what they want us to do, which is go to a therapist, spend money, go to a psychiatrist, spend money, spend money. It's all about control, and it's all about money. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. You can go out in the goddamn woods and have a conversation with a tree. It'll do more benefit than you talking to somebody that don't know you, don't care nothing about you. All they worried about is when I'm gonna get my money. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time where you have to understand that the things that we were taught was a goddamn lie. The things that we thought were all right, so the things that we thought were right but said was wrong, they right. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta get to yourself and deal with you. Because at the end of the day, yes, you can get help by talking to a friend, blah blah. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna really get to the root. You're gonna have to get to the root of your situations, of your demons, of your the things that block you from being who you're supposed to be, that block you from being living in your purpose. Those are things that you have to get to the root to, because everything Everything appears on the surface, and you can categorize everything: anger, frustration, blah blah blah. But it's a root to everything, and that's the whole point. You have to get to that root to truly be healed. Again, you have to get to the truth to truly get healed, because just identifying it and not getting to that root, you're not going to be healed totally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to continue to come back, and it's going to come back in different forms, different ways, but it's going to eventually come back. So take the time to. I know a lot of people don't like to be isolated, don't like to be alone, and again, that's human nature, but it's also something that has been programmed in us and our parents and grandparents and so forth for centuries and thousands. I'll say 1,000 years because they did it different then, but I'll say for a good time period, century or so. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get back to the essence of our true nature and identity, and dealing with ourselves in ways that they used to in the early days, and it got contaminated because of control and because of money. You know what I'm saying? Control and money. That's the main thing. So the things that we thought, you know, we were crazy about, nah, that's actually the antidote to be healed. You know what I'm saying? That's actually the antidote. And another thing is too, it's like we have to be accountable for our feelings and emotions, and the realizations that we birthed it and we feed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give you an example, like, so if somebody betrays you or whatever, you know, we've been taught to hate that person, or to, you know, curse that person because they betrayed us. But the whole, but see, the thing about it is, you got to go beneath the surface. Why this person betrayed me, and how a lot of this person betrayed me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this person is teaching us a lesson unknowingly. I'm not saying they're doing this because they're teaching us, no, but they're being used to teach us unknowingly, to understand that, you know what, this person is a mirror of me. You might be asking a question like, how is that a mirror of me? I'm gonna tell you why. So if somebody, I'm just give you some examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this can go in all angles and all sides. So if somebody's betraying you, that's basically a mirror of you, of the messages that you are portraying yourself. Yeah, yeah. I'll give you another example. Like somebody's talking behind your back. Somebody's like, uh, they defiling your character. They're, you know what I'm saying, and that's telling you that you need to rid of these low vibrational people that are causing this, because people are rude. If you're not in tune, and if you are so consumed in the world, your influence will be of jealousy, envy, hate, so forth, so forth, so forth. So if you surround yourself with these people, then you're basically inviting that upon you. Again, you cannot blame, and this is a true statement. You can't blame the messenger. You got to blame. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot blame the messenger. At the end of the day, a message has been given to you, so you got to look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror. But we've been taught to, like, always blame other people and curse other people and talk about, no, it's you. It's us. It's us. You know what I mean? It's us. And the thing about it is, that's the whole point of, like, life, is to evolve, to not be complacent, to not be, dependent on, like, people Don't be subjective to traditions, like, because at the end of the day, like, you think about it, back in the day, like 100, 200 years ago, people are still carrying them same beliefs, still carrying them same traditions, and shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, we have to learn how to evolve. And before that, it wasn't like that. So, like, time repeats itself. Time repeats itself. In the early days, people depended on basically who they were. They aligned with people like them. It wasn't like a all physical connection like we try to do today. It was more about that inner connection and just doing what you were supposed to do in the moment. Uh, don't get caught up in your feelings and emotions and stuff like that. Like, some things are just meant to be, and it's sometimes we're not going to understand it, but eventually you be like, oh, that's why I did this, or that's why this happened. You know what I'm saying? And I talked a little bit about it on the last episode, even about kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just meant to have kids just because of their inner connection and DNA that's supposed to produce that child. And unfortunately, people don't get that, so it's like, it's war. It's always like, it's unhealthy, and sometimes it's meant to be that way too. I'm not justifying it, it just is what it is. Again, you have to get outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is not meant to be, you know all perfect and 100 and happy ever after. No, there's no such thing as that. We're here to evolve to be who we're supposed to be. Everybody has a specific purpose in life, and that's the goal, is to get to that purpose. And if you don't, then it's no need for you to be here. You end up coming back doing the same shit over and over. It's a revolving cycle. It's just like I spoke about this too. Like, I try to come back on things to iterate more, to make people, like, for people can understand. Like, it's just like playing a video game, and you controlling the main character of the video game. That's the whole point, right? You controlling the main character. Your goal is to get to the end, or to beat this mission, or to get to the next level. It's the same way in life. In reality, like, we are here to beat the enemy, to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and the enemy, they just doing what they're supposed to do. It's nothing personal. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. But you have to look at this. You have to look at your life as you are that main character, and everybody else is just to help you evolve. That'll help you to learn how to overcome, to triumph, and to basically, like, just be the winner that you're supposed to be. That's the main goal. Everything else is irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's irrelevant. You gotta you just gotta know how to roll with the punches, and also the way you do that is understanding yourself and knowing yourself genuinely, truthfully, without, like, putting shit off and, like, thinking shit it's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna eventually come back. It may go away for a moment, but it's gonna eventually come back. You're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to, like, figure it out. You go to school, you get a math problem that when you first took, if you did take algebra or whatever. I'm just giving examples. If you took algebra, your first day going to taking algebra, you like, what the fuck? You seeing letters and goddamn parentheses. You like, what the fuck's going on? It don't make sense. But eventually, the teacher breaks it down to the point that you can be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Life is the same way. When shit presents itself, you may not understand it. It might not make sense. But you have to take the time to not study the problem, but study yourself, to figure out how you're going to figure this out. You got to figure it out. That's the only way that you're going to be who you're supposed to be, is figure it out. And like I said, you just have to learn how to endure and embrace your emotions and feelings when we are feeling these ways. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, We're in an era, and trust when I say this, like, you're gonna either be here or you're gonna either be here. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody's not gonna get it. And this this podcast is conscious conversation. So these are for the people that have awakened or are stuck in the matrix, whom are outside that box, who are willing to like really know themselves and know the truth. Again, everybody's not gonna get it. It's not meant for everybody to get it. But I'm speaking to everybody that has that feeling like it's more to life, or it's more. I'm here to do more. Like, it's something different. You might have feelings of like quitting your job or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you do have that feeling, that's something you need to tap into. That's something you need to tap into, because maybe you're not here to do what you're doing. Again, yeah. Everybody has bills. I understand people have to do what they got to do. Many are called, but few are chosen. Sometimes you just have to make decisions off belief and faith. If you believe in anything, you got to have that belief and faith to be like, you know what? I got to figure out what it is I'm here for, because this ain't it. I feel like nobody should be here miserable and like hating their lives. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point? But a lot of people don't have that faith and belief to like step out on the edge and be like, you know what? I'm just see what it is, or I'm just take a chance. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just takes that, and once you do that, you be like, and I say that to say many people have done that are successful today. The people that we listen to on TV, the people that we listen to on podcasts, people that listen to on radio, these people have done that. They have done that. It won't give it to them. And I'm not saying that, they're not people that it was given to that are doing it, but I'm saying the ones that are most effective, those are the ones that they took that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? That leap of belief, like, you know what? I'm gonna be homeless, or I'm gonna just quit my job and do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they didn't know how they was gonna make it. And these people had kids, they had families. Like, it ain't like they were just by themselves. Again, many are called, but few are chosen. I'm talking to the ones that are few. I'm talking to the few that are chosen. It's your time, man, to like do and be who you supposed to be. Don't let society, don't let this world consume your mind, or let it contaminate your mind. Do what the fuck you supposed to do. It takes you to like be aggressive with this shit. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, you're gonna have people that's gonna talk you out of it. No, you can't do that. No, you gotta do this. You got these kids. Fuck that. It's all about you. This is your world. Everybody else is just here. They characters. They here to help you evolve. Don't be subjective to all that negativity, because at the end of the day, everybody's not going to be who you're supposed to be. And they don't want you to be who you're supposed to be, because then you're going to leave them in the dust. So the only way they know how to do is be like, no, just stay here with me and do this, and I'm going to help you, blah, blah, blah. That's your choice, though. It's your choice. We all have free will, right? It's your choice. But my thing is, and my duty and my job is to let you know that that's bullshit. Because you're here for more than what you think you are. You just scared to take that leap. Because you just scared. Sometimes you gotta let people go. Sometimes you gotta isolate yourself. Unapologetically. Fuck what they think. Fuck what they say. This is you. I do that shit all the time. It don't matter, because like at the end of the day, this is about me. And at the end of the day, if I'm supposed to be for somebody and to help somebody, I have to make sure I'm straight. I can't, and that's one thing I want to say too, for all the healers out there. Like, you have to protect your energy, because there are a lot of energy vampires out there that would just suck you up to the point where it had you like them. You fucked up. Sometimes you have to ignore phone calls. Sometimes you have to just, you know, ignore people in general. Sometimes you have to stay to yourself. Sometimes you have to go out in the woods and nature to yourself, and not have to worry about explaining why you doing such and such, or making up lies of why you did it. Tell the goddamn truth. I'm doing me. I'm protecting me. Because at the end of the day, I can't allow people to continue to suck my energy, and then I'm sitting here going through battles that I have no business going through. So for all you healers out there, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Do the things that you're supposed to do to keep that energy and to build it up. So that way you can illuminate it and help other people. Go out in nature. Meditate. Study. Talk to yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Self-care is the best thing that you can do. Self-care. Doing, like, taking care of yourself to make yourself feel good. To make yourself feel worthy of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to get your feet done, get your nails done for women, whatever, and males, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no script to this shit. You just do what makes you feel good. Because at the end of the day, if you don't make yourself feel good, ain't no fucking body gonna make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a damn how many times you hear, oh, you look good, you look good, you look good. That shit is surface. And it only lasts but a second. Because at the end of the day, you still got to look at yourself in the goddamn mirror. So you got to do the necessary things to love yourself, to make yourself feel good, and don't expect it from nobody or anything. It comes from you. And I know I speak about this 24/7, but I try to hit it from different angles, because I know that sometimes it might hit different ways for different people. But that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Because at the end of the day, if everybody in this world truly loved themselves, like, it would be a peace and loving world. But the thing about it is, people don't. And sometimes people don't even understand it. They don't even know that they don't love themselves. They think they do. They think they do. Think about it. You go on Facebook, Instagram, all these social networks, TikTok, Snapchat. You know, people always post a picture of themselves, and you know, they think that's like, self gratified. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shows that they love themselves. No, the fuck it don't. You trying to get attention, and it's nothing wrong with that neither. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but all my whole point is, motherfuckers just trying to get attention for people to say, you look good, you beautiful, you fine, you sexy. Okay, but do you think that? Because if you thought that, would you really be posting like that? I'm just asking a question. And I'm not saying some people don't do it for other reasons. I'm just asking a question. So my whole point is, you just have to understand that you have to deal with you, and you have to believe people for who they are. Also, not only that, understand your intentions with people. What do you mean by that? Understand your intentions with people. Because if you have intentions for something but portraying something else, that's not genuine. Think of an example. So for instance, it's real shit that I'm talking about now. So for instance, if you with somebody because, okay, they have a nice car, they have a nice house, and every time I go there, I just have a good time. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Do you genuinely like this person? Do you genuinely love this person, or is it because of the benefits you get from this person? I hit it from another angle. You with this person because of you just think they the finest person in the world. Somebody that you like, somebody that you see that you want to be with, but it comes off as like, no, it ain't like that. I just think you cool, blah blah. Again, it's not genuine. Speak your truth. Speak your intentions and truth. If that's what it is, speak it. Give that person the respect to be able to choose, at least. Because a lot of times people come in any kind of association and relationships, and they portray to be it's this and this, but at the whole time it was always this. And then eventually it's gonna come out because they're not getting what their true intentions was. So it's like, but again, don't get mad at that person. You have to look in the mirror. It's you, because you didn't present it. You wasn't truthful with yourself. You wasn't honest with yourself, because you threw out false intentions to get something that wasn't for you. That makes sense. Be truthful. You just got to be honest with yourself first of all. Everything starts with the self. You can fool man, you can fool woman, or whatever, but you can't fool yourself. It's going to eventually come out. The reason why we are in a broken world, broken people, dealing with broken people. People don't heal because they're not being truthful with themselves. You have to be truthful with yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself. And I know, like, this may be hard for people to hear. I get that. But the thing about it is, if everybody's keep telling you that, do you right, blah, 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 you gonna stay down that goddamn rabbit hole. You're not gonna never come out. So if I gotta be the one to break it down to you like this, oh well, I'm doing it. That's what I'm here for. That's my duty. So I say that to say this. Take this time, because like it's gonna get more intense in the next couple of days. So this energy that we're receiving right now is breaking the veils. It's breaking the veils of reality and the matrix and the 3D. Like, the shit that you think that was in the closet, the shit that you think that's up under the bed, that shit finna come all the way out. I promise you. I promise you. It's finna come all the way out. And the only way that you're going to be able to get through it is facing this shit. Dealing with that shit. Learning how to correct and overcome and reform to the truth. Stop putting this shit off. Stop looking for other people. Stop looking for man. Stop. You believe in the creator? Talk to the creator. Talk to the creator. If you don't believe in the creator, talk to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you might not believe it, but the creator is in each and every one of us. We are all parcels of the creator. That's my that's my gems I'm dropping. That's my truth, and that is the truth. That is the truth. So again, I encourage everybody to do the shadow work, and I speak about this all the time, man. Go through that dark ass tunnel. Go through that dark ass tunnel. It ain't fun. It ain't easy. Go through that dark ass tunnel. But the thing about that is, you got to do that alone. But you're not really alone, because there is a creator and there is help. And the help that I'm talking about is not physical. You just got to know. You just got to, like I said, most people have a foundation in religion. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might have to go back to the basics until you get to the point where, you know what? All right, I got it now. Sometimes you gotta go back to the basics, cause everybody, it's like it's like everybody's trying to jump on this spirituality wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm spiritual, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you have to have a foundation. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's nothing wrong with being spiritual, but you have to have a foundation. You have to have something to go off of. It's just, instead of just saying, I'm spiritual and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Don't don't deceive yourself. Like I said, I was raised Christian, and then I started studying all other religions. You know what I'm saying? To get to the point where I'm at now, to understand that it's truth in everything, and it's also falsehood and ego and everything. But and as you do your studying and research and everything, you start to learn how to spit the bones out, which are the ego and the falsehood. So if you was raised a certain way, whatever religion, whatever, go back to the basics to get through that tunnel. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. And if you don't have a basis, then the only thing I can suggest is, like, really, really be in tune with your inner self. I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Like, go just back to the basics, knowing right from wrong, knowing things that you've been through in life that didn't work out, and learning how to correct those things the best way that you know how. Because there's no script to this shit. Like, where everybody can have the script to go by. No, because we're all individual people with different purposes, with different, you know, we're different. I'm just giving ways to, like, help people whom are different. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving different examples, different ways. You know what I'm saying? So there's no script to it, and some people might tell you to do certain things or might try to help you. It don't mean it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong neither, but it don't mean it's right. You have to do what feels right for you. And the person that might be giving you that advice, it might have worked for them, but it may not work for you. So again, you have to learn how to discern and figure out the things and it might be some things they say that might connect, and then it might be some things that don't connect. Take the things that connect. That's the same formula with religion. Take the things that connect to you, and the other shit, throw it on the wayside. Simple as that. Simple as that. Because there are people that are set to give you messages at times. You know what I'm saying? And it could be from a homeless person. It could be from a crackhead. And they'll give you some real shit. You be like, God damn, that made sense. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it can come from any form. It can come from a goddamn dog or a horse, a frog. Like, it can come from anything and any person. You know what I'm saying? So take what resonates to you. Use that shit to better yourself, to get you where you supposed to be at, and let the rest of the shit go on the wayside. All right, y'all. This is my time. I think I said enough. And again, these next couple of days gonna be intense. A lot of shit gonna be coming forth. The energy is gonna be It's gonna be kind of chaotic, but in a good way. Like I said, you might be feeling frustrated, irritated. A lot of truth is gonna be coming forth, particularly with yourself. And I just encourage everybody to take heed to my words and do what works for you. Everything I might say might not work for you. If it's one thing to work for you, hey, I done my job. Love and peace.